Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for joining me. Today we're taking on the solo puzzle of Viticulture World, which is the cooperative experience of viticulture. In this game, I'm going to be working kind of a double-handed system, playing as a two-player game in all essence, with an automata that's determining where that second player is going to be going. But there's a degree of conscious choice here, which is why the automata is named Brunito. The word for burattino, the word for apparently puppet, because I'm going to be puppeteering an additional player throughout the course of the game. If you're not familiar with Viticulture World, we have a lot of other content coming out on this game, but what you need to know is that this is a Euro-style worker placement game that operates in two different seasons, summer and winter. The object of the game for me in this cooperative experience is to complete my objective by the end of the 6th round or the 6th year. My objective is score 25 victory points, where Burrito is already here, and raise our cooperation mark all the way up here to the 10 zone. And we're going to be starting on 4 because we're playing the solo game mode. This also comes with a lot of different world modules. Today I'm playing the African module, which deals with the nature of apartheid and deals with a struggling, sectioned off part of the world, still trying to raise and improve their winemaking capacities. It looks like I'm going to have to be contributing resources to a dedicated kind of collective pool in order to earn victory points and continue progressing the game. The core differences about Viticulture World are going to do with the fact that we're going to be upgrading tiles and locations on the board, and throughout the course of the game, we're going to be kind of bumping and modifying all of these different locations. The interesting thing about the solo mode here is going to be the fact that, like I said, I'm going to be controlling an AI character. Every round, every season, I'll be flipping one of these cards that'll determine where Burrito is going to place his workers. That choice will then impact me because I'll have to use his resources in order to adjust my own game. Trading with him, spending coins, buying cards, and just negotiating this board. Again, the objective is to get enough victory points within 6 rounds. Now, I have these 2 helpful little aid cards. I'll walk you through my turns as we play. With that, I think we're ready to get started. Now, Burrito is always going to start with 1 card of each type. That I would do well to remember is over here. And at the end of every round, I'll be able to discard and draw up these cards. Now, the nice thing about these cards is I can negotiate. I can trade with him for these cards. So, good to keep in context. We have a high value purple. We have a average green, although I don't think I'm going to be planting any orchards in this gameplay. We'll see. I have a theory about Viticulture World so far that has proven true. That theory is that this game, the best path to victory in this game, is not actually playing the viticulture board. It's investing, generating income by selling or mortgaging your farm, and then investing that income back into production and victory points. So far, every game I've played has had one or multiple of us investing in that style of play, and it's resulted in a victory. Whereas planting your farm and having it pay off at the right time is actually a little bit more challenging. Now, solo mode does have a variability of difficulties, and I'm going to start here at standard with no rules changes. The same core solo rules will be here, but if I find this is easy, I might go for Imperial or even Salamanzar, which is apparently a large bottle of wine. We have the Plant Reorganizer. Draw 1 green and 1 random, then uproot any 1 plant and plant 1. Okay. We have a Trainer. Pay 3 coins. This card cannot be in this game. The black border indicates that it doesn't function with this expansion. They're little sub cards that got mixed in just to help you not have to desub them every time. We have the Cellar Master. Discard 1 wine to gain 4 coin. If this is the most valuable wine in any player's cellar, also gain 2 points. Interesting because Burrito will not have a cellar, which that could be a good way for me to grab some points at a low cost for myself. And then we have the Label Factory. This is going to allow me to get 2 victory points, and I'll pay $3 to fulfill any 1 purple. I don't see myself doing that a lot, but again, we'll have to see how things come out here. For the flavor text, for those of you that are curious, South African wine has a history dating back to 1659, when Jan van Riebeck produced the first bottle in Cape Town. In the 20th century, protests against South Africans' system of apartheid exasperated the isolation of the country's wine industry. Now, most African wine production is centered on the continent's northern regions, which are influenced by Mediterranean climate. However, many wineries and vineyards in North African countries face struggles due to political turmoil, and production is diminishing to a shadow of its former capabilities. And the rule here is going to be that we're going to have event cards that are going to require us to contribute to the common good, or the common pool. Let's go ahead and flip one of these and discover what they say. North African countries. Many wineries in North African countries face struggles due to political turmoil, and production diminishes drastically. Attempts to recover the wine industry fail as alcohol consumption is forbidden in certain regions. Group goal. For a 2-player game, which is what the solo mode functions as, I need 1 card of green, yellow, blue, and purple. Upon completion, each player with their contribution marker here is going to gain an additional victory point. And pretending as if I never saw that, I suppose, although I don't know if it's public or not, I'm going to go ahead and choose one of my ma's and one of my pa's. Set these off to the side, and let's take a look. We could get a coin and a worker, a house. What's that symbol here that we would be getting? Be the tasting room, or $5. And the other one could give me potentially, instead of the tasting room, a cottage. A cottage will let me draw yellow and blue cards each turn, which is probably nice because a lot of these are going to require cards as contributions. Whereas the tasting room, whenever I give a tour with at least 1 wine in my cellar, I would gain a victory point. I think I'm going to go with the cottage and 2 coins here with Ma. And let's take a look at what else we get with Pa. Now, I'm going to have my standardized workers here, 4 workers, two different colors of hats for each one of them. And Brunito is going to have 4 workers from 2 different factions because it'll be summer and winter. Here with my men, I could get just a lot of different cards. I actually want way more coin than they're currently offering me. I think I'm going with yellow, blue, and purple, because like I said, green cards are not my biggest interest. Yellow, blue, and purple. However, I will need green cards to contribute to the middle section there. So we'll have to see what works. What cards did I get? Purple card, high price, administrator. This is one that cannot be in this game. Trust me, there are very few of these cards. It just happens to be that apparently I shuffled all of the ones that you needed into the top of the deck. Sommelier. If you have a tasting room, discard 1 wine to gain 3 points. Otherwise, pay $2 to build the tasting room. I committed to having the tasting room, didn't I? Did I not? What did I do? What did I do? Did I discard the wrong one? No, I took the cottage. Okay, I do not have the tasting room. I in fact have an adorable little cottage. And we have a bargainer. Draw 3 purple. An influx of cards is maybe not the worst thing possible. Okay, and let's see what 2 tiles we get for innovation across the course of the game. The first one, make up to 3 wine and age 1 of them twice. Pay $6 to gain 1 of these, and build 1 structure for free. That is an incredibly valuable tile. We will absolutely be investing in that, if at all possible. This is going to be a benefit, and this is going to age a wine. I think the only thing I'm interested in right now is the upgrade of P. I think that's massive, because every turn, my little AI guy here will get the chance to do H and P for free. Now, I don't gain the extra building when they do P. However, bringing that cost down is going to be the most efficient way to function the game. Next, I have to decide what I'm going to invest in down here. Now, the challenge is I could go for green and just donate everything I have, making sure that we get victory points. But if he spends anything to donate, we will actually be able to get more victory points. So I'm going to go to 1 victory point. I think it's smart to not leave victory points on the table when you have the opportunity to take one. And I want to check our trade conditions. When you place your Grande worker in the same action of any Brunito's workers, you may do the following. And the trade tile has been replaced. You can swap cards for an equivalent value. You can upgrade your wine and swap the type. You can swap the type of wine, swap your berries or swap your wine, and or you could swap coin or give coin. And I'll go through that more specifically as we start. So, top of the round, Bruito is going to flip a card. He's going to gain 3 coin over here, and we'll start with summer. So all of these are going to match up to specific locations. He's not going to be taking any actions, but he is going to be filling areas on the board. Now, if I want areas opened up, I can actually pay 2 in order to cycle those locations. So I want to I'm going to start by going right here. No, where is it? Where's my buy or sell? This is the spot that I want, but it'll actually cost me more this turn. So there's a chance I don't do that. It's $3 to gain 1 innovation tile. Now, Burrito can do either of those. I can do H once, and since I only want one thing, the problem with that, though, is we might be in a position where it would be harder for him to contribute to the main tile. And that's kind of the puzzle that we want to solve here. We want to be able to get him as many coins as possible. Now, I don't think I can give him a ton of coins. Either take one from Burrito or give him one. Which means my control over his ability to contribute would be next turn having a large worker, a grande worker, that goes into a corresponding space with him. And I think I want that because getting 2 victory points from that card would be a great way to start, but I absolutely need this tile. So I'm going to use Burrito's ability. We're going to cycle 3 coins off of him. I think that's worthwhile to pull this tile over to here. Now it's 6 to gain a leaf, and I get to build a building for free. Now I still have 2 summer abilities. The question is, how do I want to use them? I could always go here to gain a workshop card if I wanted. I could also go down here. And up here, at any point, I believe I can contribute. So let me check that. At any time during their turn, a player may discard cards which represent resources from their hand, placing them on the contributed resources location. Yeah, so here's the challenge. What am I committed to giving? Right? That's the big question. I don't think I need this purple card. I don't think I need the Sommelier card. I think the blue card might be valuable for card draw. So if I'm committed to these 2, that means Burrito is going to have to give this one and is going to have to give the blue one. And I'm okay with both of those. I kind of would like to have the Cellar Master, but I'm okay with both of those. I'll go ahead and discard these just to start the process here, indicating that I've given. But where do I want to go work? I don't have multiple cards. I don't have 3 coins. I don't have any wine. I'm looking down here at this take 1 action ability, and it's a little pricey at the moment. He's blocking the tour. I could go ahead and draw a green card, which would allow me to contribute another one if I wanted. I don't know if that's necessary, or just hold on to them. I could build a structure, but I'm really not in a position where I want to take advantage of building a structure, and I want to leave my big guy for the next turn. We know we're going to need cards. Let's go ahead and start drawing up cards while we have the opportunity to do so. And as we cross, we're going to be able to take a yellow or a blue card. So I have one more person with a little cap. I would love to generate money. However, I think the best option for this worker is to go ahead and draw an orange card. This is going to be the cask. Age 1 wine twice. Okay, interesting, not useful for me, but it does allow me to kind of discard cards for victory points down the road. Now, I don't push my bird in as we pass from this round to the next round because I'm not allowed to take the same benefit next turn as I took this turn. But I will be able to go ahead and get 2 coin, is I believe what I want. And we're going to go ahead and flip onto the next cycle. Burrito is going to gain 3 coin over here and place down blue workers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I need to get a fourth coin into his hand, which means I need to take my Grande worker and go to the same location that he is at for at least one of these. Draw blue or draw purple seems like maybe the most straightforward, so I think I will do that. I'm going to go to this location, going to go ahead and give, and I don't believe I can take a multitude of actions. You may do one of the following. So, gave him a coin. We'll go ahead and spend all 4 of these coins to contribute to the main pact, which is going to be green and blue needing to be contributed. I'll stick those up there, indicating that Burrito has gone. That'll get me 2 victory points at the end of this round. This round is going fast, though, to be honest. And I have 2 blue left. I could play a blue card in order to draw 3 purples. I could pay 4 coin to train if I wanted to free one of my workers. I'm down to 3 coins, however. Pay 6 to move that forward. I do not have a lot of stuff left. I'm going to go here to go ahead and play this blue card, which will give me 3 purple cards. Hopefully that'll be beneficial as we need cards going forward. And I'm going to go ahead and play, I guess, another one down here. And I'm going to generate for myself another one of these orange cards to see if we can get a better one that'll generate victory points. Cafe. Okay, 3 coin and a victory point. Discard 1 berry. Okay. Not the worst, not the best. I'm still not in love with the cards that I've gotten. That's going to be 1 cycle. Now, at the end of that, I will score 2 victory points because we have contributed everything we needed to accomplish this. I'll desort these cards back to where they need to go. And I guess we're moving. We're kind of starting a bit slow. Let's pull him back. Let's pull these back. I feel like that upgrade tile, though, is going to come in handy as this game continues. Let's pull our own folks back. I don't have any income being generated. I don't have a lot being generated at the moment. Cycle these tiles. And here's the big question. What else is coming out? We have F. Buy or sell 1 unplanted field or 1 berry, then get a victory point. Pay to build up to 2 structures at a cost of -1 each. Gain 2 victory points if you build 2. I like that once we start generating income into the game. We have +1 coin, and we have +1 card. Okay. So, the end of that round, the end of that entire cycle, I'm also allowed to discard any of his that I don't like. I'll discard this one, and I'll discard this one, and we're going to draw him back up a full hand. So orange, blue, yellow, and green. Let's see what he's operating with now. Love birds. Gain +1 coin and draw 1 yellow or draw 1 purple and make up to 2 wine. Wine cave, age up to 2. Upgrade your cellar at a $3 discount or gain 1 wine. Okay. And Malvisa. Okay, friendly helper. I like friendly helper. See if I'm going to be able to utilize it or not. Moving on, round 2. The end of apartheid. The isolation of Africa's wine industry is exasperated by boycotts of South African products in protest to the country's system of apartheid. In the 1990s, apartheid ends and the world export market opens back up, benefiting the African winemakers. Group goal of media resources. 1 purple per player. Upon completion, gain 1. Each player with their contributed marker here gains 1 as well. So I could gain another 2, plus 1 down here if I donate 2 purple cards. Luckily, we're in a position where we're going to be able to do that easily. Now, the question is, what benefit do I want? Coins seem valuable. An extra worker never hurts. The question is, can I take the most advantage of an extra worker right now? And do I need any cards? I think I'm going to go for the straight up additional coin. And let's go ahead and see how our system's playing. Orange. I'm filling in this gap, but I could do that for free in essence. I don't like that being filled in again. I'm actually a little disappointed about that. My grande worker could go there, however, and take advantage of buying and selling, which I suppose I could have theoretically done last time instead of going and drawing a purple card, but I didn't. Because all I needed to do was trade to get one additional coin. Yeah, all right, we'll keep playing it how we've played it so far. All right, I need to generate income into the game. Automata is going to get 3 coins, but we're immediately going to be selling those 3 coins to take the H action again. I want to do this D action, build up to 2 structures at a cost of -1 each. If you build 2, you're going to gain 2 victory points. I want stuff on the board to generate me as many victory points as possible, as quickly and efficiently as possible. I need to also generate some money. So I believe we're going to go here with my grande worker, and we're going to go ahead and sell my 7 value field, starting the system, and we're going to go ahead and toss a coin over to my little buddy here. I've got 2 more workers to play into this area, and I can go ahead and discard 2 purple cards. However, if I want to get a bonus victory point, I'd have to pay 4 coin from him. I think that's expensive. Victory points are sometimes hard to come by, however. But I do think that's a lot of cost for a bonus victory point. What else will we be doing with the money? Could take workers off of locations. I don't know that there's a lot of locations I immediately need. Let's hold for a second. I mean, I'm in a position where I could pay all of this myself, which means maybe we let it build up for a turn, because I'm going to need coin to do this lower action and everything as well. Oh, and when we pass through, my bad on this, I missed this on the crossover, but I should have been able to draw an additional card, which I'll go ahead and do now. Pay 4 coin to gain 1, or fill 1 and gain 3 coin. Locations do I want to invest in? I'd love to open up some of these floor tiles. It's another big question that I have to ask myself. Do I want to spend money to open up a floor tile, allowing me to place more people in locations? Like, for instance, if I went here, well, no, if I had, instead of not buying this tile, if I had bought this tile to start with, he couldn't have done that. So if I bought that tile with him, but I went there with my worker, I paid 3 plus the 2 that it costs to cover that location up. Did I have that money? I did, because I just sold that farm for the correct amount. So I had the money necessary to do that. I would have went to that location. It doesn't work. No, it does. I would have went to this location. I wasn't actually covering that up. I was covering this up. That gives everyone a victory point. Then I would have been going up to this location with my worker, and I would have actually earned a coin back. I would have sold a structure. The reason that makes sense is because if he keeps covering up the buy or sell, it's at least 2 more rounds where my grande worker is going to be limited in where I can position him. And I want him to kind of break the rule of bumping into another player. I have 1 more sun hat, and I think the thing I do is I go here. I'm going to dump 2 cards from my hand. Let's do this one and this one, just in case I don't want to have to pay for extra victory point, and I'm going to go ahead and gain a victory point up to 5 victory points now. We need to up the pace, but I think we'll be okay. Shifting down, moving over to the side, covering here, 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 in here. I no longer have my grande worker. I would like to actually have one less coin than I thought I did because this person still has a sun hat, which means I don't get the tile benefit when I go to the location with them, which is disappointing, but should be fine. All right, we've covered those locations. Going to gain him 3 more coins. I think we're going to pay these 4 coins to contribute, and I'll go ahead and contribute as well. Yeah, why not? So that is going to be accomplished. That'll get me more victory points at the end here. We've got 2 more lowly workers that I can utilize. Play a blue. Could pay 4 to gain a little bit of wine. It's never a bad idea to do that, I suppose. Could draw a purple card. Not really beneficial. I could pay 4 to train. I do have the money if I wanted to train. I could go ahead and go down here, but I don't have the cash I need to actually break that free, which is fine. I could fill an order, or I could get a cellar. I am going to want to start building here soon, because building is going to be a good pathway towards victory points. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to go ahead and train one of my workers. I'll take off one of these caps. It'll be 4 coin out of my wheelhouse. I've got 5 coins left. And I've got a little free-form individual here. I think this individual is actually going to go here. We're going to check this workstation again. Let's see what else we can find. Banquet Hall is not in part of this game, but the inn is. Whenever you play a visitor card, gain 1 coin. Okay? And visitor cards, which ones are visitor cards? I think visitor cards are the blue cards. Am I wrong about that? Should I check that? Is that something that is currently immediately checkable? I assume it is. Let's see if I was right. Blue cards are visitor cards, so I was correct. So whenever I play a visitor card, I will gain a coin back. If I had that played. Earns victory points, will make money on its own, and will make money quicker because of the cycle. Okay, I think that is the end of the round. I'm not making any money. I do complete this, and I actually get 2 victory points because I had them contribute as well. And we go ahead and get a leaf, which is very nice. Let's pull workers back into the pool. We're going to be mortgaging the farm one more time very soon. Let's bring my people back. Can no longer take that. Let's see if we want to cycle any of these. Wine cave, I don't really need. We'll get rid of lovebirds as well. So wine cave can go away, lovebirds can go away. Let's grab a. That one does not count. That one does not count. Apparently, I found the pile of them. Objective, you may make sparkling wine with 1 and 1, and discard 3 cards to draw 3 blue and gain 1 coin. I don't hate that if I was in a position to do a reasonable trade. Once again, I forgot to collect a card as we passed from Summer to Fall, and I actually forgot to gain a benefit. So I'm going to gain 2 coins, and I'm going to go ahead and draw. I wouldn't have had information about that until later, so I draw a yellow card. Lay this card on a field. For the remainder of the game, you may choose to harvest this field in addition to your first action each winter, but only to a total great value of 3. Son-in-law. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I am over the card limit. The card limit's going to be 5. And I might have been over the card limit last time, but I think that's okay. We'll go ahead and dump. We'll dump we'll dump the son-in-law for now. And check the next condition. Right? I think so. I think we've updated everything. We've pulled stuff back. This should cycle down. This is round 3 we are on now. Still moving fairly fast. Vine Improvement Program. After the end of apartheid, the South African wine industry has a substantial learning curve to overcome to be comprehensive or to be competitive in the world wine market. The Vine Improvement Program, VIP, is established to bring modern viticulture understanding to the industry. Group goal of water and funds. We need 2 blue, 2 green. Got 1 of each. He's got 1 of each. Upon completion, gain 1 and 2. So I think we'll be able to complete this. I might honestly just do the same exact cycle that I've already done. Let's go ahead and dump this off. Let's dump this off. Let's see what tiles we're getting. Okay, we're getting an adjacency bonus and a upward bonus. And our 2 tiles. Plant up to 2 green. You may ignore the field's max value. Not really interested in that tile because of my sell the farm strategy. Play up to 2 blue, gain 1 victory point if you play 2 cards. That is something that I'm interested in because if I can build this other structure, I'll be able to benefit from every blue card I play. So that is actually fantastic. My benefit is going to be a victory point here. I think it makes sense to take it when I have the opportunity to do so. And we are back to the top of the round, top of the game. Flipping this over. Orange is going on. Draw a green, play a yellow. Neither of those I mind. Dropping down to here, dropping down to there. Gaining 3 coins, but I will go ahead and spend all 3 of those coins. Do I want to spend his coins? Hold his coins. If I hold his coins, I start getting closer and closer to a position where I don't need to do the constant cycle of trading with him. I'm going to hold the coins. I'm going to take the responsibility into my own shoulders this time. I'm going to go here. I'll pay the 3 coins myself, dropping a 5 down to a 2. And I want this blue one added. Now, is there any other immediate benefits that I want? I definitely want to take the buy or sell. I'll gain a coin back from that. And I'm going to get a value of 6 from the second farm. Like I said, always mortgage the farm. I think it is the best way forward in every possible regard. Everyone else is free of caps. I don't need to give a tour. Trading down here is decent, especially if I want to go ahead and give him a coin. I could do that. I'd be able to cycle 3 coins for a victory point, giving me 1 step closer. I don't think I mind that. I don't think there's anything else that I'm going to be more panning to do, other than potentially blue cards up there. That's the one main challenge. If AI cycles and I get hit with 2 blue cards up there, I'm not even in a position where I can play the blue cards right now. And honestly, I need to spend them in order to get this main objective. And I think completing the objectives every turn is going to be smart. So I'm going to use my big guy here. We're going to, let's discard some cards. It's not even, I also have the build too. There's a lot of things I'd actually like to do. More things than I fully realized. Let's get rid of green. Let's get rid of purple. I might need them later, but right now I do not. We're going to do that to go ahead and gain a victory point. Then we're actually going to go up with my seasoned worker here. Pay to build up to 2 structures at a cost of 1 less each. We absolutely want to go ahead and build the inn. The inn is going to be a cost of 3. And then I think I might have as well go ahead and do something very cheap. So let's do the trellises, just for the fun of having them established for a cost of 1 total. It'll be a total cost of 4 coins for 2 more victory points, bringing me up to 11. And we are pushing the game forward. I have the blue, what was it? Blue and green. I should have discarded the cask and not discarded the green card because I need the green card for the main shared objective. Okay, moving forward. The middle bonus that I want to get is going to be 2 coins, keep the economy healthy. The card bonus that I'm going to get is going to be a visitor. Blue, this one's not eligible. I found all the black cards in this game. Another one, I must have shuffled them all together or something. Duchess, pay 1 coin to gain income or lose 2 income to fill 2 orders. Interesting, so it's like investing in the future. I don't love it, I don't hate it, I don't know that I need it. Moving on to the next cycle. Oh, and when I went there, did I want to trade? Did I want to give my guy here a coin or take any cards from him? Because I could do an even swap-a-roo if I wanted. Upgrade your cellar, +1 discount. You may make sparkling wine for cheaper. Discard 3 cards to draw 3 blue and gain a coin. I like the Rhine Sailor, but I don't actually need it. I will do that. I will trade the, this is the one that I had, so I'll trade this one for that one at the start of that, and let's progress the game. Let's check where he's going to be in this next cycle. We are looking at blue, 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 and blue. Got one worker left. Blue spots are open up there, and I could go ahead and play that single blue card. The sad thing, though, is that I would like to play 2. But I will not be able to play 2 with the current position that I'm in. However, instead of taking 2 coins, I could have arguably drawn another card, giving me the opportunity to have played more than 1 card. Would I have known that beforehand? I would not have known that beforehand because this is winter and that is fall. My assumption was that one of those spots probably would not be open. So do I go ahead and gain 3 cards and 2 coins, but miss out on the victory point? Or do I go down to the leaf, considering we are a few rounds away, and start pushing that forward? I think I've got to do this. I think it's the right move. It's going to be 6 total cost. We're going to go ahead and press this leaf forward 1 spot, and we're going to be able to build a structure for free. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with, do I get the tasting room? It's the most expensive of the bunch. I think so. I think the tasting room makes sense. We'll go ahead and establish that. That'll give me victory points potentially, if I'm ever in a position to do that. And that is my round. Oh, he should have gained 3 coins. And we need to discard 4 of these coins because my friend here and myself are going to make sure we have what we need in order to accomplish this mission, which we absolutely will. 2 blue, 2 green, and we're going to push the leaf forward once, and I will gain 2 more victory points for that progression. We are moving down to round 4. Still no income on my part. I'm going to wipe everything here. I'm just going to reset his entire deck, see if we're able to draw anything interesting out. Oh, come here, purple card. Yellow card, so green, yellow, purple, blue, and the house. Okay, train 1 worker for free. You may use that worker this year. I don't mind the school. Make up to 2 wine, value of 4 or greater, even if you haven't upgraded your cellar. Okay. Gain 2 berries or discard 1 berry to draw 4 green cards. There's a green card going down. Have the inn. Sold 2 of my farms. Going to be popping a little bit more income back into the game. I've left him with 2 coins this turn, which could be a real good position to be in going into the next round. So we've cycled that back around. We have to pull workers back in. Myself. Okay, we need to go ahead and cycle these tiles. Let's see what we're getting. +1 yellow card, +1 purple card. Dropping that one off to the side. Play up to 2 yellow cards, gain 3 coins if you played 2 cards. Harvest all your fields. Neither of those are very compelling for me because we're spending a lot of cards in order to do the objectives here. The Wine of Origin, WoW system, is implemented in the region. WoW wines must only contain grapes from specific areas of origin. Single vineyard wines must come from a defined area of less than 5 hectares. Estate wines and can contain grapes from adjacent farms if they are farmed together. Group goal of fertilizer resources. So I'm going to be able to get 2 victory points from this, and I'm looking for 2 yellow cards. Only 2 victory points though if I have my friend here contribute. I might not this time. That's a big question. Now I could go straight for a yellow card here, although I know I'm going to be getting one already. The question is, how would I drop another one? That's the puzzle, right? Instead of coin, I will go down here for a yellow card. Yellow card's going to establish me in a position where once I get to winter, I will definitely be able to complete that objective, getting me 1 victory point. 2 rounds away, though. We're on round 4 here. Okay, Let's see what the automata is doing. I'm going to be grabbing 3 coins for it. Always gets 3 coins for the record, just so you know. Placing one there. I don't love it being in the build structures area, although I will be able to potentially circumnavigate that. Let's go ahead and get our initial bonus. We're going to be selling this farm. We have now completely sold the farm. Total of 6 coins coming over into my pocket. Now, which one do I want to do? I could 100% build. Building would give me 2 more victory points, getting me to 15, 10 away from victory. I could go down to gain an innovation tile. I don't think I need an innovation tile though. Right now it would be a bit costly to do one. I could have him spend 2 to pull a worker back. That would leave him with 6 next turn, and he would be able to do this for free once, which I don't hate. Actually think that's worth it. We're going to spend 2 to pull this worker back so that I'm not going to be bogged down there. I'm going to spend 1 to put this one in. Let's go ahead and see what I want the presumed cost to be. I can spend 2, or I can spend 1 here to buy the yoke. And I did not gain the victory point from getting the inn, for those of you that are screaming at me. And I could pay 2 for the irrigation system. And I will go ahead and get 2 more victory points, putting me at 16, closer and closer to endgame. From there, I don't know that there's anything else that I immediately need. I wouldn't mind taking this, but I'm kind of saving him in order to get the benefit of playing 2 blue cards. But I'm not actually in a position to play 2 blue cards right now. Although that 1 blue card could escalate into more blue cards, but I don't have cards to do that with. So maybe taking that action down there is the best opportunity I have. What would I be able to give up for that, though? I don't have cards to give up. I could give up 3 coins, leaving me with 2 coins. And I have a hard time generating income, if that's the case. It's one of the things I'm concerned about. I've sold my farm. I need to generate a bit of income, I think. But I'm not really in a great position to do that. I could draw cards. I could also just focus on that building action one more time. Going over here to get a summer or winter structure, hopefully that it's cost effective. Can get this up by 2, guaranteed. Moving myself up by 1. I might be overthinking part of this a bit. I'm going to pass. I'm going to move on to the next cycle. As I pass, I'm going to need to draw up another yellow card, but the reason being is I'm going to contribute both of these yellow cards into this pool here, which will give me 1 victory point at the end of this round. Let's go ahead and see where he's going. Okay, blue the whole way up the line. Little disappointed that he's down there, although I did save my Grande worker, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Once we're in this position, I am going to go ahead and have him earn the 3 coins that he's earning, then set them off to the side to press this up by 1. I won't get a free structure, however, in this case. I'm going to use my worker to go ahead and draw a card from here. Make 1 blush wine token and or 1 sparkling wine token with a mixer. I will get a free structure when I go here, so I'm going to be able to spend 6 coin here, pushing this up by 1. I will get a free structure, which will be this one, which will gain me 1 victory point because of the nature of building these extra structures, these buildings off to the side. I have 1 person left. I don't have 3 cards to get rid of. I could draw a purple, could make up to 2, could sell 1 to gain a coin equal. This one actually would have technically had to be this one. Sorry, I missed that. Forgot that I don't get the bonus if I don't take the action with the person without the hat, and I certainly would have taken the action with the person without the hat. So I will have just given a tour here to go ahead and have 2 additional coins. Would I have given my ally a coin when I went there? I don't think so. I think it would have been greedy. I think I would have held on to my coins for a little bit longer. Moving this down to 5. Cycling everything, no income still. Pulling orange back. AI is going to be getting 3 coins. Pulling all of my workers back into my collection. Okay. From this point, we're gonna cycle both of these. Really, tiles aren't my biggest concern at the moment, but still interested in what we get. Pay $2 per tile to gain up to 2 innovation tiles. Okay, a little bit cheaper there. That is one of the AI tiles, which is very nice. Sell 1 wine to gain money equal to its value, and points equal to half of its value. Very nice if you're doing a wine system there. We're gonna have a directional tile. We're gonna have a blue tile. I don't feel like I need to cycle any of these. I think we're okay. I'm not doing a lot of direct trading, maybe just for good measure. I'll go ahead and cycle the school because I don't think I'll be building that anytime soon. And I'll cycle blue because blue cards are good for me if I'm in a position where I can trade for them. If you have the fewest victory points, no ties, gain +5. Otherwise, pay 1 to draw 1 of each. I don't mind that either. There's a lot of things here that I actually like quite a bit. Okay, pulling, second to last card here. Modern practices. Following the proliferia of devastation, the focus on viticulture South Africa turns more to quantity rather than quality. Only in the late 20th century do producers begin to focus on quality wine production again and adopt modern viticulture practices. Group goal of water and fertilizer, 2 blue, 2 yellow. Upon completion, we get 1 of these, which means I don't need to worry about that anymore, and I would get 2 victory points, which gets me very close to wrapping up this game. I might have overspent, if I'm going to be honest, down here on this. I could have more money than I currently do. Okay, that's the cycle. I'm going to move over here, grab myself a victory point. This puts me in a good position. We already gave him the 3 coins. We're going to go ahead and cycle up, going here, going here, going there. I don't like it on that zone, but I don't mind it most of the other locations. You want to build anything at the moment? I don't think so. I think we're honestly fine. I think we're on the straight and narrow to close this out and win. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I certainly could be wrong. So, what am I going to start with? I don't have a lot of money right now. To do a build, I need 2. I need at least 2 coin. Couldn't take advantage of that victory point slot if I wanted to. That's actually, it's a hard spot to be in. Interesting. I could go ahead and, pay 3? I don't have that. I could pay 3 with my AI companion in order to go ahead and gain an innovation tile. I could put that innovation tile possibly here on this location. 2 blue and 2 yellow though. It's kind of pricey in order to get that. I think I'm going to be able to do it. I've got 1 from each from you. I need to get you a coin to do that. I have 1, I could draw a yellow when I pass through. That would get me 2 more victory points, be a total of 5 away from the goal. So how am I going to close that last little gap of victory points that I need? Well, let's start. No wine. Could lose a victory point to gain some coins. I don't think I want to do that. I have no berries to sell. There's not a lot of stuff that I am interested in doing. That's the sad reality of things at the moment. Build 2 structures. Can I get the coin to do that? Is there any way for me to get a reasonable amount of coin to push forward by 1? I could place a worker here. I could spend a victory point, gain 5. What will that do? Be able to build that for 2. Could build this for 3. 5 would be enough. It would give me 1 victory point higher. A lot of actions for a single victory point. Don't love it. here's another thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pay 3 for my AI to purchase this tile. My AI actually needs... See, that's the problem. That tile, that money has to come from the AI. I need 2 more coins on the AI in order for that to go there. Unless I buy it myself. But I don't have the money necessary to do that. I've got 2 yellow hats left. Well, let's go here to draw a card. When you harvest a field, you may harvest all your fields instead. Fine, not great. Only cost of 2 though, which brings the cost down to 1. 3. 3 coin would be enough for me to do that build action for more victory points. I like that. However, I'm still going to be just short. I'm 1 coin short, which means if I did a group action like this, I could actually siphon a coin from the AI over to me. I would then have the 3 coin that I need to pay, 2 for the irrigation up here, because it's a cost -1, and 1 for this card here. I had to have taken a worker action down here to go ahead and destroy one of these cards. I will destroy this one to play that one to gain a victory point, and then gain 2 more victory points from playing 2 buildings at the same time. Mixer is going to leave. Coins are going to leave. Okay, I've used all my caps, used my grande, and I think we're still in a position for my friend here to contribute to the main quest, which is kind of the goal. I'm going to be drawing up a yellow card. It's not really going to matter because both of these cards are going to have to contribute to the main quest. Along with that, when we go here to the middle, I think I'm going to go ahead and get myself 2 coin. My friend here is going to get themselves 3 coin, placing workers across the top, down the sides, down the sides. Okay, we're going to both be contributing blue and yellow. That'll be enough to get the objective complete, which is going to be the leaf by 1. My victory points up by 2. We are 2 victory points away from winning the game without, of course, a single plant placed. At that point, I have 2 workers left. What do I want to do with them? I'm not going to be able to take that top action. I can't train. I don't have enough points. Honestly, I think the best thing to do is pop down here, and I either gain 2 coins or I could go ahead and draw 2 cards. 2 cards is more compelling. Might give me a better chance to do the build action. Build action is how I'm going to be able to get some of the victory points that I need. Guest house. Discard 2 visitor cards to gain a total cycle of 2 additional points. I like that a lot. After that, we're going to clean house. Pulling workers back. Blue workers come back. These workers come back. You had enough to do what? To contribute. Yep, 4 coins have to leave in order for my friend here to contribute. We're pulling this last cycle, and we're down to the last era, and I need 2 victory points, which I think is nay but guaranteed. Going there, gaining 2 coins. My friend here will gain 3 coins when it is his turn. Also refill his market, which is going to be a blue and a yellow, because we contributed those. Let's take a look at the last cycle here. Group goal of funds. Unlike New World wine regions, South African wine industry is led by many powerful organizations, both in private sector and governmental agencies. This is 2 green cards that we need. Upon completion, gain 1 leaf. I way overpaid for the leaves. I should have gauged that a little bit better. It's something that you'd know kind of going into this, right? And every player with a contribution marker is going to go ahead and gain 2 victory points. So just by guaranteeing contribution there, of a green from both of us, I would guarantee that we're in a position to win, which is fine, but let's keep going. This pops up here. 1, 2, 3. Anything else I need to go through? Anything else I need to go over? All right. I mean, total cost right now of 2, 3 to build those. So I will absolutely go there. I can cycle these if I want. I don't know that I need to. I don't know that I'm going to be able to invest in them, but go ahead and do it just for good measure. Card draw for purple, card draw for green, or play for green. I'm not really interested in that. I do want a green card though. I can get a green card when we pass over to the next season, so I'm not concerned about that. Going there, like I said, total cost is going to be 3 in order to contribute to building 2 locations. The problem is I can't actually do both of these locations. So total cost would be 1, 3 would be 4, which I have. The reason being, medium cellar down here is going to cost an investment, and the silo here, assuming that I went here to do a destroy, is going to pop 1 down as well. That'll score me an additional victory point along with 2 additional victory points because I've crossed the line there. I built 2 structures on the same turn. From there, what position am I in? I have 1 card. Can't really draw up any other cards. I don't really have any other money. I do have 1 yellow-hatted fool that I need to utilize. I could give a tour for 2 coins. When I went to that location, I could have traded or negotiated back and forth. I don't know that I need to. I don't know that it benefits me to do so. Not really usually utilizing the wine action at all. Okay, moving over to fall. Fall, I'm going to draw a green card. It's not going to matter what that green card is because we're going to go ahead and spend 4 coins here to contribute, and we will both have fully contributed to this, which means we're going off the board by 1, and then going up by 2 more victory points at the end of the game. Moving over to the blue zone though, a 3 coin back. We're going to have workers here, 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 and here. Okay. I would have been able to get just a card on the way passing through. Not really concerned about what it says. That's from my cottage being built here. At this point, I've got 2 workers left. Can any of them take actions that directly benefit the end game? Could draw up. Could pay 4 coins to train. I don't think there's really anything too compelling in the end game. I could draw 2 more coins just from placing them down this last action. And that'll leave end of the game cycling with 4 coins, 28 victory points, and 11 total wreaths. So a little bit misbalanced there on this last one. I think it could have been more efficient with how I utilize this, but that is as far as I can read, devastating loss on behalf of Viticulture World on the solo mode with the don't plant grapes strategy, the sell the farm strategy. I think it's the most arguably compelling way to play the game. I think it's the best path to victory. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this continues to affirm that. Now, the next question for me is, what system do I do next? Maybe going up to like Imperial. Instead of placing the influence token in the position marked solo during setup, place it 2 steps to the left. So that would have been this, down by 2. Could we have done that? I feel like we might have been able to. Yeah. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I'm going to go head-to-head on a more advanced play with another faction. And let's see what happens. Okay, whatever the case, whatever you do, remember to do the important thing, sell the farm. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.